Hi and welcome to Patreon video for March 2019. And let's just get to it. Been working on the comic. This was a short month. So I came across some really difficult, challenging times during the making of the comic this month, which basically slowed me down to a crawl. I spent so much time coloring and recoloring and recoloring and adjusting and recoloring and recoloring. So I'm going to be uploading the video process of that comic in the next few weeks so that you can see what the pain that it took a while to get this comic colored. So that slowed me down, but I did manage to start up a new one. So let's talk about the comic. So here's the comic. Uh, this is what you're going to be receiving. So there's going to be two comics and a color chart of Harry here, and that's it. The comic was, like I said, it took a ton of work just to color it. So drawing the comic usually takes me about a day. Coloring the comic, flatting the comic takes me a lot longer. So that part of the process is the part that is the longest part of the process. The good news is that I'm slowly getting over my burnout. Little by little, I'm moving slightly more, I'm moving forward with a more drawing outside of doing the comic. But so far, I haven't gotten to the point where I've actually started really just sketching on my sketchbook again. But little by little, I'm beginning to feel more relaxed. I'm beginning to want to start doing other kinds of drawing besides my comic book drawing. That said, still I've only produced comics, and comics are time consuming. So here's page one, and then here's page two. Here's page two with the gag at the end here, and so you're going to be getting that. And I started doing the newest comic, which is this. So. This one will be ready, absolutely 100% ready by March, and I know this because it's already done. But I'm not giving you that copy of the done version of this comic because this is what I got done in February, and I just finished it this comic. I finished it last week, and that was March. So this will be part of the March rewards, the finished comic version of this, and I'm starting the next one already. So, and I'm really excited for that because it kind of finalizes the gags, this kind of guys turning into gals gag, and of the story. And then we get a little bit more into introducing the rest of the crew and the circumstances that they're in. The environment, the interior of the tower. Remember when I was talking about designing the tower? I have no idea what the interior of the tower is going to look like, so I'm going to have to design it as I do the comic, and it's going to be very challenging to do that. So I'm kind of nervous about doing it. It is going to be a hero environment, which means that it's going to take place that, like all the environments like these that I've done already before, like in these environments, they're not a hero environment. They're just environments. This isn't a place where the characters are going to be coming back to a lot, if at all. But like this is Jacob's office, I kind of had a general idea what it might look like, but I really didn't have to really design it. But the design for the tower will have to be really designed, and that is It has to be something that I am satisfied with, so that's going to slow down that comic a lot because I need to decide whether or not I like what I come up with. So here's the comic that you're getting here, and here's the color key for Harry. And here is this month's postcard. Every single patron will get a digital copy of this postcard, but only one patron will get this physical copy. And the lucky patron is actually somebody who's already won a postcard before. So it is Crunch. Crunch, congratulations, you get this latest postcard. This again, just like the last one, you could see on maybe in here that there's little dots here. That is because that's where I put the staples. I soaked it in water for 20 minutes. The paper, I mean, and then I hooked it up to this. I stapled it to this board until it dried, and then I painted it while it was on the board, and I got to use my fancy schmancy low tack artist tape, and it was as bad as the other tape that I used. So fail. I think next time I'll probably either use regular old masking tape or that blue tape for painters, for painting houses and things. Because if you notice, you could see it here in the scan. The water just bled right under the tape, and it was supposed to see. It didn't do it here, so I get a nice crisp line over here. But then it kind of bled out. It's not the end of the world. It makes it look like what it is, which is a traditionally painted painting. But I would have preferred if it was, a nice little crisp edge. Anyway, so I will probably go to the store and get myself just regular old masking tape and then try that out, and hopefully that's not going to rip the paper when I do the next month's painting. So yeah. So Crunch, you won the postcard, so congratulations. Let's see, what else have I got here? And that's it. Oh, you get the full version of the comic, which is like that. This is the web version of the comic. So that's it. That's what I did all month. These things, the comics take a long time to do. They just take a long time. So once again, thank you so much. Your patronage means the world to me. I am extremely grateful for everybody who helps and contributes to my Patreon. And I will talk to you next time. All right, bye.